What is up, everybody? I'll tell you what, the sun is setting in about an hour. It's beautiful out right now. It says 86, but when you're on a motorcycle, almost any time is beautiful unless it's freaking 60 degrees or lower, because then it starts getting cold. I work night shift, so I just woke up like a half hour ago, and I planned it to where I'd have a little bit of, you know, the temperature starts dropping so it's not freaking 100 degrees, and I get a little bit of riding in before the sun sets, and I don't like riding at dark. Day, everybody, well, it's Saturday. Look at how open this road is right now. It's beautiful. And this is the main road. This right here and this down there. 2 people died right here recently. So I tried to go slow through this right here, this little stretch. Somebody was going in and somebody was going out right here from the tractor supply. Got hit and killed. Trying to catch up to this other bike. R7. Yeah, little baby R7, maybe an R3. Riding boots, but spit it out. Put it in wheelie mode. Had to show that little R7, R3 or whatever the heck it was, what it's about. I think it was an R7. I can tell from the tail, the stock pipe. I didn't even look. I had to show them what bike's all about. You gotta have some power. You gotta be able to do some wheelies. You don't really have to have power, but you gotta be able to do some wheelies. Because this shit's crazy. And this is only an Mt-09. This isn't even like a true 1000, you know. A true 1000 does 100 in first gear. This does 100 in like top of second, third gear. I'm physically retarded. I was born with almost a cliff palate, and my tongue was so you know, attached down. Everyone's tongue is attached down to the bottom of their you know, jaw or whatever, their mouth. But no, I had 3 spit glands and I couldn't talk. So between that and I'm being like 1 millimeter away, 2 millimeters away from a cliff palate on the top of my mouth, I actually am retarded, just not mentally. Oh, I mean, just physically. Oh, this is beautiful out. Getting close to the water. I want to hit that turn so I can get down there. But it's a red light right now. So I'll just keep on swimming. Yeah, I'm gonna hit this U-turn. But I still have the DRZ. The DRZ needs tires right now. So that's why they're so bald. The back tire is so bald it popped. So it's like I probably could put a tube in it and ride it, but it's just, I just gotta order tires and put tires on. I'm just lazy. So as soon as that, I'll be doing, it'll probably be this month, sometime this month. It's gonna be new tires, and I'll be doing videos of that, off-road and whatnot. Well, not really off-road, just exploring. Because it's a really good exploring bike. Let's get some wheelies in. I've been slacking on the wheelies. Those are a lot smoother. Getting up to almost balance point and then just holding it instead of being choppy with it. A lot smoother. Wonder if that's a cop. There's always cops back here, but they don't stick around for long. They just ride through. Huh, I couldn't tell. Oh yeah, it's Saturday. There's probably people here. Yeah. What the hell's going on here? Look at that packed. Holy crap. Why would you even want to go there? R1. Old R1. YZ 125. I feel like I come this way all the time. I never see this many people. What in the world? Oh, about to be an accident. There's way too many people here, bro. What in the world? Just to go to that man-made freaking beach. Oh, but I didn't even tell you guys. So we're at work the other night. I'll throw a clip in. So we're paving this road, and we got, you know, we got flaggers, we got stop slow signs, we got one of our guys going to like move the cones away so the roller can roll the joint, and like right here, like that would be a joint. The seams right there, or like the center of the crown right here, that'd be a joint. I don't trust this freaking car behind me. Get left, buddy. I don't trust your ass. And so, long story short, one of our guys goes up to just this crossroad, like where somebody, like let's say we had the traffic stopped right here, and the guy's trying to get in his driveway, and we got traffic held up for like 10 minutes. The guy starts freaking out, and it's a priest. He starts freaking out. He's like, I've been waiting for 30 fucking minutes, just cursing up a storm, freaking saying the hard N word, the freaking hard R N word, and just going off, right? And you know, our guy tries to calm down. He's not even part of MOT. We had other MOT. We had our MOT foreman, but we only have like 2 guys. Then we had, you know, multiple different side roads, so we had a bunch of labor court people, you know, day laborers. So they're temps. And yeah, buddy, I don't trust you. Get left. So the guy starts freaking out on our guy, the paving guy, so my coworker, and he's just like yelling at him for like 5 minutes. And you know, my coworker, he's like 6'5", like 350 pounds. He's huge, okay? He's a huge guy. And we call him Butterball. So Butterball is just sitting there taking all the yelling, and then starts walking back to the paver. But that time, MOT foreman rolled up, and the guy, the civilian that was freaking out, spit in our MOT foreman's face, and then our MOT foreman was about to get in his face, and our guy was like, no, don't do it, it's not worth it. So he stepped back, and then the civilian punched our MOT foreman in the face, right, and split his lip. That's when our guy, you know, his name is Avicio, so that's when Avicio punched him and he went down on the ground. And I thought they'd both be going to jail, but we had the cops show up and they arrested the guy for spitting in his face because, you know, that's starting it. And Avicio only really punched him once and he fell down to the ground. So it's kind of, and we're in the right because we're out here working, you know. We're not the problem party. We're not cursing at nobody. We're not being mean to nobody. So I'll throw a video of the guy getting arrested in. Huh? You wanted some of the bullshit on top. Going to jail. Your ass is grass, buddy. You uppercut our MOT guy for the last time. We out here just trying to make the road. Going to fucking jail. Fuck you thought this was? Done hit our MOT guy. You going to jail. You going to jail. Punched him and he went down on the ground. And I thought they'd both be going to jail. But we had the cops show up and they arrested the guy for spitting in his face because, you know, that's starting it. And Avicio only really punched him once and he fell down to the ground. So it's kind of, and we're in the right because we're out here working, you know. We're not the problem party. We're not cursing at nobody. We're not being mean to nobody. So I'll throw a video of the guy getting arrested in. You know, it was pretty funny at the time. As you think freaking, and the guy was drunk. He was a priest, he was drunk, and he was racist, and it was just like everything wrong with the situation. So this happened not last night, but the night before. And I'll throw the clip in on that. I thought that was a cop, so I fucking went to let off. Not bad though. I don't like it. In third gear, it's got so much power, which I don't know why, because I got it in a low power mode 3. That's the second time that's happened. I'd be up in third gear, whoa, and I gotta give it a little more gas. It's like, what? That's the last thing I want to do is crash at the fucking almost the top of third gear. That'd be fucking bad. I don't want to crash, but I just don't want to crash that fucking fast. I'm definitely, you guys see this area way too much. I'm definitely gonna turn around up here and go somewhere else. You guys see this spot way too much. I'm gonna go to the fucking beach or something. I could have zipped by them fast, but I'm in the wrong mode. Definitely gotta do another wheelie right here. Try not to fucking loop it. If I do, at least it'd be on fucking video. So it is what it is. I'm just gonna ride it out in second. I'm not gonna shift in the third because it's been getting sketchy because I've been trying to hit balance point. I try to let it down soft because I don't want to blow the forks out, but I've already let it down hard a few times now. So I gotta stop doing that. Hopefully my forks are okay. They feel alright. Put it back in street. There wasn't a cop there a second ago. I don't want to freaking, might be a cop in front of me. There, never know if a cop freaking whipped up right there. But take it easy. You see those four-wheelers right there? They crossed over right there in the same spot that I had a friend that was my girlfriend's cousin at the time. He crossed over on his 400 EX, and a 64-year-old man just freaking smoked him and killed him. And that's why right there's a bad spot. I've had 3 friends die right there. It's just a horrible spot. This right here is a slightly better spot to go today. Shows a little bit of something different. It's going right by the beach. We'll probably go ride through the beach. Been there a few times in these videos. My balls are already starting to hurt. This thing's pretty comfortable. It just, you know, it kind of gets your balls a little bit. Definitely still trying to keep the videos a little shorter because it's pretty easy for me to talk for a freaking hour, but nobody wants to watch that long a video. I feel like anywhere 15-25 minutes, that's not too bad. Enough to sit down and eat some food too. There's that R1. I know I'm having a way funner time than him on this and on the fucking than him on the R1. This bike is way more comfortable, way more fun. You want to go fast, sure, but this is very quick. It's just not as fast. I thought it'd be a little colder over this way. Not really. Side by side, I wonder if it's street legal. That's one thing I've been wondering about lately is like here in Florida you can street legal a UTV, you know, not like down right there is not, you know, everybody just rides their four-wheelers and dirt bikes around and it's not too big of a problem most of the time. Oh, poor old man. But for ATVs, for four-wheelers, it's a little different. Let me make sure it's recording. Yeah, so I have a 22 Foreman 520 on 33s and 20s. You know, that's all it needs is a reduction and a snorkel to be like a good water bike. But I've had a water, you know, I had a Foreman 500 2019 that was built up, reduction, wheels, snorkel, all that, and that one is what I use to beat going through the water. So it's like I don't see myself buying a brand new bike freaking 10 grand or so. It's putting it into the water. Like obviously there's nothing wrong with doing that. You know, there's problems, but you know, bike problems, but it's worth it. It's really cool. But I'm gonna, you know, obviously you can go like dirt legal the Montana way and tag your four-wheeler, but there's a state statute that says, you know, you only 35 mile an hour, you know, all that. Only there's a lot of things, different things, you know, when it comes to a four-wheeler. So I'm still gonna tag it. I'm still gonna tag my four-wheeler, and of course when I do it I'll make videos on it. You know, I'm probably gonna do the Montana method. That's not a parking spot. I'll probably do the Montana method, right? So they, you know, you send them the title, you send them what you want, and then they'll send you registration, title, and a tag back. So that'd be the way that I do it. And then what you do is you go to the DMV here in Florida, and you tell them you just want a title transfer, and then they'll change the tag from the Montana tag to a Florida tag, and that's the way to get around it. Because like, if you go to the DMV here, it's like 9 times out of 10 they're going to be like, you can't register that. That's not possible, even though it is possible because it's against the statutes. Same thing for the side-by-side. Sometimes they'll give you a hard time for registering it, even though it freaking has horn, blinkers. You gotta have horns, blinkers, all that, you know. But there's like, I don't understand why they even give you a hard time when like an ATV should be classified as a UTV. A UTV is classified as a mini truck, so it's like it really should just all fall into the same category. You know, Florida is pretty lenient on, you know, what vehicles you could have. You could have damn near freaking anything. You could freaking have the shell of a truck with just a seat on it, and it's street legal as long as it's got blinkers and the mirrors, you know, horn. So I'll definitely make a video on that whenever that's, you know, I'm waiting on the title in the mail because it's paid off, and I just applied for the title on the four-wheeler. So I'm gonna go through that. I'm gonna run the Montana method, and whenever I do get pulled over, then I'll just switch it to a Florida tag and then go from there again. But it really shouldn't even matter. It's not like I'm riding on the road constantly. I'm just like riding it to get to trails. So it's like I'll take back road, cross over a main road, back road, and then I'll be where I'm supposed to be going. So it's like, and I have my endorsement and it's going to be registered. So it's like if they do something, I will just take it to court, you know. I don't care. It's like I used to ride around illegally, everything, all my bikes, street bikes, all that, but it's like right now all my bikes are freaking legal. So I want to make the four-wheeler legal so me and my girlfriend can not have to run from the cops anymore on it. But it gets pretty fucking annoying. You gotta run from the fucking helicopter, you gotta dodge them in the freaking trees, you gotta stay in the woods for like 2 hours. It's pretty annoying. To turn around. I want to go get a cheeseburger. Not the best U-turn tactic, but I don't care. That little moped was actually pretty swagged out. Yeah. Rattle can paint job, but it was pretty cool for what it was. Let's go, people, let's go. Yeah, I said fuck that U-turn. I know all these roads way too much to freaking be waiting at lights. I'm gonna hit all the back roads. downshifts on this thing, when you're slow, they're like super crunchy and laggy. Not super crunchy, but like they're a little crunchy, but like super freaking laggy. Like you gotta just keep on tapping until it downshifts. It's probably because the bike's still new. It's freaking 2,500 miles. Only done one oil change. I want to change the oil again, but I keep thinking to myself, well, I can get a few more rides out of this oil, because I have the oil already in the filter. But I need to just go ahead and change the oil on this. Stop neglecting it. Yeah, I waited that homeless guy. If you guys don't know, my blood brother is homeless, and he don't stay too far away from these parts. So I'm always looking for him. He's stuck with the drugs, and he won't take any help. We've tried to help him. You know, my grandma tried to help him before she moved away. What the heck is even that? Crackhead on a bike. Yeah, he didn't want to help. He just wants to not be part of society. He's 30-something years old. I just hope, he's my older brother, I just hope he's not being stupid, you know. A lot of people freaking die of infections and overdoses and whatnot, and what he does really, it's more prone to infection instead of overdosing. It's just very sad. Obviously I would help him as much as I can, but he's still a great person, still really smart. He'll just take advantage of people, and it's like I can't do that right now. Where I live, I don't have necessarily the room. It's not that big of a house. I can't afford other homeless people that I don't know and I don't trust to come around, because that's what was happening when he was staying with my grandma. So it's just a really shitty situation. You know, we grew up, me and my brother and my sister, we grew up without parents, okay? So pretty much my whole life I've been an orphan. My dad's been in prison, in and out, mostly in, my whole life. You know, he was around till like 12 years, till I was like 12 years old, and then he just kept going in, 5 years here, 5 years there, you know, just non-stop. And then my mom died when I was 12 of overdose, and we've had, you know, other family to sort of rely on, mostly my aunt and my grandma. My aunt would take us school shopping, and you know, just a really unfortunate but still fortunate scenario. You know, I'm not sad about it. It is what it is. People have it worse. That's exactly what my sister said. My sister was at the mall shopping with her friend. She's like 9 years old. We gave the call. My sister said, me and my dad, we found my mom dead, and we were like, hey, mom's dead. And she cried for like 2.2 seconds, and she was like, it's okay, people have it worse. Well, I'm like, god damn, fucking the 9 years old, hardened, you know. So that's true, people do have it worse. But you know, growing up, I had my aunt, my grandma, and even my brother, you know, had my grandma. But he just really just took advantage of it. You know, not really, but a little bit took advantage of the scenario. You know, whether it be like just showing up whenever, just keeping all of his, this is recent, keeping all of his trash there. You know, growing up, my brother, you know, kind of was on his own since like 17. I've been on my own since like 13, staying at friends' houses, sleeping on the floor, you know. Only towards my later years, like 17, 18, just staying with family, grandma, and whatnot. But now, you know, this year, just a couple months ago, like 2 months ago, my grandma moved away to Colorado. Last year, this time, my aunt moved away. My close aunt moved away, which was my mom's sister, and my mom's mom, my grandma. They all moved away to Colorado. Good thing that guy didn't kill me. little backstory, you know, what my daily life is like. You know, I pave roads, I make good money, I stay out of trouble. You know, I am a felon for stuff I did back in the day. I used to sell a lot of weed. It was actually on this road when I got my big felony charge. I was doing like 140 in my Civic and I got pulled over and went to jail. You know, I gave him the weed and everything. It was on the far stretch of this road. But anyways, this video has been too freaking long, and I'll see you guys in the next one.